Hi, this is Steve again with So Very Smooth, and we're at Quilt Market doing this for Val at Classic Creations. So this is going to be fun. We're going to teach you about the Ideal Seam Guide Student Edition. It comes as a 3-pack, including 2 Ideal Seam Guides that are 4 inches long and a 5-inch Ideal Seam Gauge. And this is how we're going to run this. The unique thing about the Ideal Seam Guides is that they're 1.5 inches wide, but they have some tackiness on the back, and they hold their position. The idea is to lay it down on the seam for a proper seam allowance and get a straight stitch. So let's see how that works. We're going to employ also the seam gauge, which has 10 holes drilled for number 12 needle, measured to this edge right here where the arrows are pointing. It's got an 1/8 of an inch, scant 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, 3/8, half 5 inch, all the way up to 1.5 inches. It represents 10 different measurements that Luann, who designed this, my wife, she used it as a sewer and a quilter for our big family. So here we go. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch on this one because we're going to do a straight seam. Drop my needle in the hole of the 1/4 inch. Turn the arrows this way to my right. Take my Ideal Seam Guide, square it up as best as I can, press it down, and that is 4 inches of a 1/4 inch. And this has fundamentally changed the way my wife sews. She invented these because she swears she can't do straight seams. So now, instead of sewing with her nose on the needle like this, she sits up and she lets the machine do its job. She just guides it right against there. So let's start this. Let's do a seam and see how it comes out as far as looking. And the ease of use is amazing. So we've got these red and black fabric together. They're 2.5 inch cuts right now. So we're gonna let the machine just pull it off like that, and I'm just letting the machine do its job. Now, I'm wary that right now it's starting to think about going off to the left, because all sewing machines bear left. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put the other one that comes in this in the student edition and put it right there, so that when I'm doing this, it keeps it from going and straying off to the left. And by doing that, I maintain that beautiful 2.5 inch piece with a 1/4 inch, and look how beautiful that stitch is, straight and true. That is awesome. And so that is called practical perfect piecing, and that's the best way to get confidence to do straight seams. This is a wonderful tool for beginners and for travelers. So remember the Ideal Seam Guides and gauge, and this has got a curve on it, and I'll show you next how to use that to do curves.